Real quick, before the video starts, TIFF starts this week, and unfortunately, I will not be going in person, but don't worry, I will still be covering what I can digitally. And there's another film festival where I will be going in person for at least some of it. So, with that being said, links in the description to follow me on my Twitter and Letterboxd because I definitely will not be reviewing every single movie I see, or will I be tweeting every single movie I see. So, go ahead and stay up to date with those two there. Okay, let's go. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Bitches, bro. That last act was crazy. Yeah, so I saw Shang-Chi last night, the first Asian-led Marvel superhero movie, unless you count Scarlett Johansson. It was good. It was pretty good. I didn't get a hard-on for it like a lot of people did, but it's good. And I gotta say, even though I think it's good, even if I didn't, I am kind of glad that I won't get flambéed in the comment section because, as you guys can tell, I kind of match the demographic. So we're going to go through this kind of quick. You guys know I don't like insanely long reviews. I don't think that's necessary. The cast is good. The cast is good. What do you want me to say? Simu Liu, he's good. He's good, and more importantly, he's believable as this hero. He can kick my ass. I mean, the first shot you see of him is him waking up in the morning like shirtless, and it's like shot from like here up, and you can just see the shoulder muscles just, kind of sticking out there. So that's cool. That's just another person that I'll be comparing myself to mentally. So that's good. Tony Leung is never not good, and one of China's most legendary actors, and apparently film Twitters too. Surprised to see that a little bit. I'm not gonna go through every single cast member because there's a lot of them. Obviously, Awkwafina was Awkwafina, and there are certain people that I certainly like a Ryan Reynolds, like Awkwafina. I do get kind of worried that they're just doing the same shtick in each movie. I don't know. It's kind of the same role. Kind of getting tired of it. That's why The Farewell was very refreshing, But even still, I like Awkwafina. It's just she plays who she is, so that'll work for you or it won't. Okay, so let's just go through what everyone's talking about already. Okay, so the action scenes. I know a lot of people say, like, it's never been seen in like an MCU movie, whatever. It's usually a bunch of hyperbole bullshit. As someone who, for the most part, enjoys Marvel movies, I kind of roll my eyes at that. This one, for the most part, is kind of true. You can definitely see where it's pulling a bunch of different Asian cinema movies there. I mean, obviously, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, I know it's not fucking... Everyone says the same shit, and I'm contributing to that right now. But it's pretty sick. I'm kind of tired of people saying this is the best action since Winter Soldier. Like, can we kind of move on from that a little bit? But the action scenes are pretty dope. So the bus scene was sick. I know everyone's talking about the bus scene. Bus scene's sick. I do kind of wish there was more of that in the movie, but whatever. That's sick. This scene here, I don't even know how to describe it. What is it? Like on the edge of the building or whatever? Very sick. That shit was dope. Okay, that shit was dope, and it reminded me of that scene in Rush Hour 2 with Jackie Chan, which may or may not be on purpose, or I'm just a fucking observant motherfucker. And there's a bunch of stuff in between there. Now, like most Marvel movies, it does end in like a whole CGI orgasm, right? It does. It definitely does, and some people will probably just kind of turn off by that. And I will say the third act, that shit goes crazy. In whatever way you want to take that, positive or negative, that shit goes crazy. But even with the CGI orgasm that you're seeing on screen, where I gotta admit, there's parts where my senses were being like overwhelmed. I was like, holy fuck, I'm not spoiling anything, but there's CGI creatures, right? And there's Shang-Chi himself, and there's the 10 rings. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Kind of dope though. So I'll kind of get into, I guess, some of the problems, whatever, about it. For most of the movie, outside of bits and pieces, I felt like I was just kind of going along for the ride, which is fine. Nothing screamed out that was bad to me, but I was just kind of going along for the ride. And then the third act, for better and for worse, just kicks into another gear, and then I'm just like, all right, I gotta strap in for a second. The CGI shit, yeah, it's kind of what you expect, but I don't know. Maybe I am being a little biased, but I really don't think so. Because, like, just because I'm Asian, I hope people don't think I'm just trying to be nice. Like, I watch Snake Eyes. Bro, fuck Snake Eyes, dude. Fuck G.I. Joe. I could beat your ass. Not really. But you know what I mean. But this one, at least the CGI battles felt like it had at least some sense of purpose, you know? There was like a purpose to it that leads to a certain other CGI fight and whatever. At least it's not just we're here to destroy the world and we're just gonna break shit. Like, I don't know. Maybe I am being weird. But in that third act, the fight, which you guys know is coming, between Shang-Chi and Tony Leung, his dad, the Mandarin, whatever. I know that's technically not what he goes by, whatever. That shit goes hard. Something about those 10 rings, bro, when he is strapped and the sounds it makes when it like comes back and like the clinging and the clanking. I don't know why that shit was so satisfying, but it was. Once again, no spoilers, but there's like a scene, and you've even seen it in some of the TV spots where Shang-Chi uses the rings as like a stepping stone to kick. Bro, that shit, okay. Maybe I'm fanboy. That shit went hard. Can't even lie. That shit went hard. With that being said, I certainly enjoyed the last act. Like I said, that shit was crazy. That's probably where it'll lose some of you guys who don't like the Marvel deal. Or I don't even want to say Marvel. Honestly, it's comic book thing. People just say Marvel because it's so big. It's a comic book thing for the most part. So I can't necessarily say it avoids the certain tropes of Marvel shit. And I gotta admit, I am kind of getting... I feel like the criticism for Marvel is just getting the same as well, where they're saying it looks the same and it follows the same formula, which I can't even necessarily like shut down. But if they're gonna keep busting out these formulas in the movies, at least they're fucking entertaining for me. You know, Far From Home, that shit was entertaining for me. Black Widow, I didn't review it. I didn't think it was that great, but at least the time flew by for me, you know? So like, it's cool, whatever. Now, in terms of the negatives, I mean, like I said earlier, there's some parts of the movie where you're just kind of in it and you're just kind of going along for it. Personally, I thought it dragged a little bit, but not even that bad. But I gotta say, usually a place where more often than not, there's more hits than misses is with the humor for Marvel. Typically. In this one, I don't know. I did not think it was that funny. And I know that's a common criticism for Marvel. Either it's not funny or it breaks the tension of the scene. Personally, like, I understand what they're going for. Of course, like, it's going to be like somewhat funny, like whatever. I just didn't think it was that. I don't think the jokes landed that much. I actually think there's more misses than hits. When it does hit, it's pretty funny. Otherwise, it's not that fucking funny. Much like this review. I'm kind of going all over the place here because I've kind of abandoned the whole outline deal of my movie reviews. I just kind of like it when it's more off the top, but it definitely goes more crazy. Tony Leung, not going to spoil anything, like I said, but I get it. I get it. I think it's actually a more fleshed out villain than you'd think. Listen, he's still a bad guy, okay? Please don't think I am doing some Joker shit where I'm like, oh, you know, the Joker is actually a nice guy. No. But this one, I'm just saying, I get it, bruh. I get it. You know, I could touch on a lot of the other stuff, like the cinematography and the visuals. Honestly, everyone's saying the same thing, and I don't really have much more to contribute to that because it's kind of hard to deny. But even still, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, I thought it was fun. I don't think it's like amazing, but it was certainly a good time. There are definitely scenes where my friends moaned out loud in the theater, and that's always a good sign from them. So I guess with that being said, I like this movie more than the rating I'll give it, but I guess I'll give it 3.5 stars. It's fun though. It's fun, and honestly, I just needed something like this week because work is mentally fucking the shit out of me. All right, I guess that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.